Good evening, human creatures. Well, so far so good. I kind of surprised I made it this far without death. He's usually, especially when I'm getting back into a challenge run, I'm going to suffer a few at the beginning just to get the hang of things. No matter what game it is, I'm pretty bad on it. Right now, we're getting ready to do Dodongo's cavern. I don't know if I'm going to head up and do Jabu-Jabu's belly. We'll see how it feels. But let's dive in. We last left off at getting Saria song. What are you doing, Misty? I have her trying to get on my lap, climbing up my knee, and then backing down at the last minute. She's a little curious kitty here. Pick us some spare change. And now on to... I don't mind this section. It's not bad. I don't mind the run around. A lot of games nowadays kind of cut this out of like doing one thing to get another, to do another thing just to get another thing. And that's what kind of made 90s games great. I think a lot of people kind of miss what kind of... I'd almost call it fill over fluff, but it was good fill over fluff. It had its purposes. Like Dragon Quest III, which is about to get a 2D HD remake, is full of that. Going here to get this, getting here to get that. And a lot of RPGs either overdo it with an insane amount of quests, or they underdo it and give you bland items. Or non-helpful items, I guess you could say. And the games that somewhat do pull it off do the random loot, and so it's a crapshoot that the 2-hour quest you just did might either give you the best weapon you've ever had, that'll probably carry you through the rest of the game, or at least to the midpoint or over, or a complete waste of time, and you don't want to lose the hours by resetting. Unless you're insane, then it's a completely different story. Good old-fashioned Kakariko. I'm gonna head up to that cemetery and grab that shield, save me 50 or 80 from getting it. That's another thing I like about this. I love it when equipment in game has to actually be purchased. It kind of feels like a lived-in world. And I like it when you can find ways around it as well. I really do like how they did the Hylian shield here. Not only just the Deku shield, but how it's a piece of bark. But the way they had it on his back, but he had to duck down to use it like a little turtle. And not just give him like a adult shield that was super huge. I really did like the idea of that. Oh, Dampy. See if I can remember which grave it is. This one might be the Re-Dead and Sunsong one. No, it's a Hylian shield, or the Soldier's Crypt, as I like to call it. I just love the idea of just having that on his back like that. That is so good. I didn't mind it in Majora's Mask when they gave him a small metal shield. Like, I wish they would have had him upgrade or something, like he had the old Deku shield, or a tougher version of it. One that wouldn't catch fire, that way it'd carry you through a dungeon or two, but this one's not bad. I really do like when they use the, what would be a good way to put it? Materials in-world, like Deku nuts, seeds, pumpkin seeds in Twilight Princess, and so on and such. It adds so much more to the world. Get this part over with. Fun little fact, if you say no to him while having the mask, he'll close the gate. And we're off. Welcome to Death Mountain. Trail. I like how they put trail up there as if I needed to know that. Just put Death Mountain. I do like the tech-types in this. Like, I like them a whole lot better than the OG Zelda ones. Especially the Link in the Past ones, where I think it was the blue ones that acted like they were on meth. I like how they made the blue ones an aquatic species, so, of sorts. A lot of people think you can get that right there by waiting as a kid by planting the seed, but you can side hop off the top up there and get it if you do it right. That'll help you in a lot of randomizers. And there's our friends the Gorons. I didn't want to pick that up. Good chance that they're all rubies, and in this spot right here, if you play Song of Storms, I believe, there's a hidden grotto. Another little tip for the randomizer crowd. You'd be surprised at how many grottos you gotta learn the entrances to. I really do like the music in here. Kind of fits their slow nature. God, I hate doing this. No, why'd I put the stick up? A fun little fact, if you're looking for quick rupees... Or is it here? I guess not. Occasionally, or I shouldn't say occasionally, usually, there's red rubies in one of these pots in here. This is, God, what is his name? Daria? I can't remember how to pronounce it. He's having a bad day, so we're about to spice up his life. This little... Oh, give me a break on that. After I cycle all the weapons. There we are. I can't take my eyes off his belly button. He's living proof that sometimes just to blow off the steam, you just need to go clubbing. And judging from how Navi's moving, she's getting down too. And after all that, we get our bracelet. Now we're out of here. You can use the torches in here to light that. They get the little urn there spinning, and also blow up these bombs. But enough of the history lesson here. Let's skedaddle. I don't mind rolling, I just don't like the sound effects to it. Like, that's the one thing that gets me. I mean, it is good audio feedback for what you're doing, but at the same time, holy hell. And entrance to dungeon number 2. No green rupees for me. And we go to one of my probably third favorite dungeons. I got to admit, the entrance and the look of this dungeon is by far one of my favorites. You don't know how bad I was hoping to fight something as big as that skull. God, do I hate those, what are they called? Beamos? Never did like them. Probably did nothing there. Never mind. You just gotta wait for a blueberry here, or as my brother used to call them, cannonballs. And you're golden. Now here comes the first form, or technically the first form of the Dodongos. The larva stage, the crawls. Which I do like, they have kind of like a frog-like tadpole appearance, but they are explosive. So I'm surprised we didn't have some form of these instead of bomb chews. These little guys, they would have made it more interesting, kind of make them a bigger explosion. But I don't know how you'd work that in game. And I hate these things with a passion. But I do like the rusted metal look. It's kind of a damn shame they didn't do this on the water temple. And the Lisfos. I hate this variation of them. I wish they would just come at you, like, even one at a time, but fight them till death. Gotta play this little waiting game here in what I like to call the pizza room. That's what it kind of reminds me of the pepperonis. Don't judge, I was a kid and was doing a lot of reading at the time. So I got a lot of those little Pizza Hut rewards. I still remember getting one reward. I brought it to class and someone ate my toppings. You knew who it was because he failed to wipe the red grease from the corners of his mouth. Let's go. I wonder if they even do that reading program anymore. Oh, I didn't get knocked in the hot sauce there. Good night, Irene. They're not as, they're, the Dynafos aren't too bad. I don't know what they're called. I think Dynafos, but they're not too bad. The breath attack's a nice touch or something to spice it up. I figured it'd be older and more. Here's a second stage, so to speak, of the Dodongos, the crawling stage and the fire breath. Once again, not a bad touch. Adios. And we're out of the second, or the first part, and going into the second. Made it without missing the pillar. I love the look on Link's face. For a quick stair climbing, just do a bit of backflips. You got your Skulltulas. I hate that sounds so bad. There's always red rubies in both of these, or one jar here and one jar there. So if you're looking for some quick cash, not that it kind of matters unless you're buying potions. There's one right there, and as an adult, if you reverse it, one right over there. I hate these bats. You just piss everybody off here. Get some angry bulls. And we're out. I used to actually be scared of these holes. I remember like trying to precise, and there is a few times I'm not ashamed to say I missed them. Or I would just go to get up and fall right down. So yes, they do work. They're not just aesthetics. Fuck this place, by the way. Oh, how I hate this room with a passion. There we go. Ah, good to see. Didn't want to do that. God, I hate having to use this damn thing to do aiming. There we are. Not a bad fire puzzle setup here. And now on to what I like to call the Little Caesars, the square pizza. I really wish speedrunners would find a trick to kill them in one go, and not have a two-phase battle. I would just love the hell out of that. Alright, they're doing their best version of Chop Suey. Gone. Thanks for the heart. Come on. Hey, Misty. No, you don't want up? Okay. She can't make up her mind. She wants to go up half my knee, play with her brother, or play with Elvira. I kind of like the idea that they hid the dungeon item right here. Like, you'd expect something like you saw in other dungeon or other Zelda games where getting the item is like this kind of challenge room. You'd see that a lot in Majora's Mask, but here it's just parked on a ledge in a giant safe. Sorry, chest. There we go. And once again, I like how they used something natural like Dodongo stomachs to do this. And not just like a cloth bomb bag or anything like that. That was a nice touch. That's for later uses, and thank you for putting in the dungeon shortcut. Everybody likes to give Skyrim shit for what they call... Hold on there. Come on, look. There we go. Sometimes when I hit the look button, I feel the need to throw a Deku net. Everybody gives Skyrim shit for their horseshoe dungeon design. But they don't like to, like this, Minish Cap, other games have this. That is not a new design. I'm surprised speedrunners haven't figured out how to get into that mouth without bombing the eyes. Now we're on to the final section. I wouldn't call it the shortest. There we are. English is hard today. It didn't matter. Thank you, bomb. Alright, here we go. But God, I hated this part just for the bats, fire bats alone. I did a run. I wouldn't call it really a challenge run. It was just mainly of a goof run on Twitch, to where I was dared to try to keep my Deku shield through our childhood. I've also done shieldless and swordless. But believe it or not, out of all those, the hardest one was trying to keep the Deku shield, because I kept running into bats. Also, you usually get a fairy right here. Not always, or I should say not always, you do. I'm thinking of randomizer. But you always get a fairy right here. Get the extra bombs. Now we're flush. And here we are. Didn't make it. I kind of didn't know what to expect here when I first played this. Square again. Pull out the metal plug or the stone plug. You can give Lynx a heart attack, by the way. If you get your life down to one hit and jump down when a bomb explodes, killing you, you will fall dead after he screams at you. I call it the heart attack scene. I was so thrilled when I saw this. Not only do you get a monster Dodongo, but I honestly thought there was going to be more phrases. I was so amazed, but I was instantly let down. Plus, dinosaurs are metal as fuck. Alright, big boy. I like how he pushes you out of the way. Wonder if this is where they got the idea for what is the Gorn's name that you take in when you get this spinning where you kind of wheel. Basically when he rolls around like a wheel. I wonder if they got it from him. You have to do it with magic, by the way. If you don't have magic, no spikes. I like how he's so-called cool. It's so-called cool as the lava as well. Sad thing is, as epic as this boss fight looks, the setup, the pool of lava, the scream, the fire breath. This fire breath, by the way, bounces off the walls. It doesn't just go for you. I had so much hope for this fight, and it's actually easier than Goma in my opinion. Probably the easiest out of all of them. The next one's just a pain in the ass. Now we get some bro time. I really do like his purple eyes. That's a nice touch. That's right, just give me a concussion, big guy. As I awkwardly stare at your pitch black navel, holy shit. At least now you know that when Gorns are born, it's a natural birth, or a live birth as well. See how this looks with HD texture. Really good. I still like the emerald the best, but this is not bad. I like how it has those little circles in it. Like, that's a really good touch on the HD pack. Good job on whoever made it. Now time to do a bit of climbing. Ah! Alright, we're done with that. Now we just go collect a bit of magic. Here's another problem I had as a kid, and I don't know why to this day. Like, when you go and replay these games as an adult, you're like, what the fuck was wrong with me? How is this a problem? By the way, if you send a bomb chew into a boulder, it usually explodes instantly. Up here, if you guys are doing a randomizer with the moo-moos or the cows, there's one in there. See if we can outrun the boulders. Nail Vine, what are we doing here? We sort of did it. Juke the spiders. I'm so glad I got increased. I am so glad I got increased speed. I didn't mind these kind of fairies. Really didn't. It's fairies later on I don't like. Like, I like them, Twilight Princess. I didn't mind the one in Wind Waker. But the other fairies of the series just kind of suck in my opinion. It's not as much as a fairy as it feels like whoever the hell's designing the game puts his fetish in there. And I've seen the beta version of these fairies. Kind of like these because they're covered in... They look natural. I do like the ones in Majora's Mask. They're kind of cute with the little kind of squeak they make. But I also like how they're not just filling up your hearts and everything. They're actually giving you useful boons. I really wish they would have went the max with this. Now we have the spin attack, which is fucking useless in my opinion in this game. Like in every other Zelda game, at least to my knowledge, that was the attack you broke out. After Ocarina of Time, it was the jump slash. Like that was the ruler of the roost. Other than like clearing out bushes, it rarely do you have to do any kind of crowd control or anything with pushback. It is just so fucking useless in my opinion. And it kind of made me angry because I was looking forward to like magic, because once again, coming from Link to the Past to this, I was looking at like maybe we get some sword beams up in here, maybe something better. Maybe I can now start really feeling death blow with the bosses. We're getting rid of a lot of harder. No, jump slash, just jump slash, jump, and the fucking stick jump slash too. At least give the kid a second fucking weapon. If you guys are looking for the extra heart piece, it's over here on the side. We're not hanging around for that. I might do one bottle. I don't want to go around collecting the chickens here, or, you know, headbutt the wall, so to speak. But I might grab a bottle or two. I like the fact that water kills them. And here we go. Zora's River. I don't know why I did all that. Yeah, I forgot about you. I'm so glad I can skip you now with a bomb in my hands. That's actually kind of comic relief here. Maybe I just offed myself instead of listening to him. What's his name again? Gabo? I can't remember how. It's kind of a weird rhyming name. Everybody suspects that he's the actual Sage of Light. Probably is true to some degree, but you know, who's counting here? I think people have to realize it's not that they left mysteries hanging in Ocarina of Time. I just don't think they had the technology to really expand that to storytelling, because I don't think the expansion pack for the N64 was out at this time. I don't need him because I'm not getting the extras. Hi, Chicky. Yeah, Byron. If I can still do it here. I don't think you can do it to these. But if you can get one of them to follow you, then you stop, they'll turn into fairies, which is a nice touch. This is your first mandatory bottle. And this right here is usually the only section why I grab an extra bottle. Just to save the trip by grabbing a fish. Now, aesthetically, this is probably one of my favorite dungeons, once again. You're inside a fish's belly. Like, they really play up the use of other dungeons, not just being your typical castle or stone. It's something like you would see in, what is it, Link's Advent, or what is it, The Legend of Zelda 2. Alright, let's get this over with. I don't know if it's random colors. I do know occasionally he'll throw in purple rupees for 50s. Sometimes red. Nope, none on the first one. Got it. One left. One left. There we are. English is still hard today. Oh, got it before 20. You can swim faster, and if you have your Deku shield out and block, you can swim with your shield on your arm. Those are the fishes you guys are going to need, but I'm about to get up here and probably get one of my favorite items. And I know it's weird to say that, but aesthetically, this is probably one of my favorite items in OG Zelda. I like this better than the fucking flippers, because getting the flippers in Link to the Past is probably one of the most disappointing things. Like, I thought they were going to give you some, like, Oxile from Final Fantasy 1 kind of thing. Instead, they give you flippers, which, I guess, but I like this better, how more of a natural thing it is. And the HD pack did not disappoint me. That, once again, looks beautiful. Much obliged. Oh, now you can dive up to 6. It doubles it, I forgot. Then you get a gold one, which, believe it or not, I'm not a real... even though I love the color green, I'm not a big fan of the color gold. Instant teleportation to Lake Hylia, and here's the first mandatory bottle. There we go. That is some beautiful glass indeed. Bottles in this game used to drive me nuts. Oh, Byron, what are you doing? She currently is right behind my monitor, just exploring. Give me 1 second, everybody. I gotta rescue a kitty before she gets caught up in the lines. What are you doing, dummy? There you go. Be free. Be a free kitty. Went from being a sleepy kitty to an active one. You have letter in here. I hate... nothing I hate more than swimming than just randomly diving. There's also a fairy fountain located here if you're doing any kind of... I don't really know why they'd stick it. That always kind of got my ass. Why stick a fairy fountain of all places there? Like, there's, I think, one up by Jabu-Jabu who does the same thing. Like, they could have done better uses with that. Oh, play the Song of Storm to activate it. You can't just bomb it. I'm gonna get Calf Day in today. I hated the fact that you had to come right up here, right presented to him. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Here we are. I have fast Moepi in here. God, I remember back in the N64, I hated this. I'd usually use it as a bathroom break or just about anything else because I hated the ever-loving fuck out of it. Let's go get a fish. There's none outside. If there is, I don't know where to get them. Or I haven't seen them, so you gotta come right back down here. Risk, you know, death and brain damage. Swing over here. Got a fishy. I like how the jars look in this, or the bottles look in that, with the sharp bottom. I always pictured him like using that as like a blunt stabbing object. I like how they kind of clean it up in Majora's Mask, but I always like how they just went with not even like a square, but like a point. And I think it's mainly for the top part. But then again, once this is 98, and this is also one of the first 3D, or not one of the 3D Zelda. I still remember reading bad reviews about this game, how it sucked, how it's not going to be good for the Zelda franchise, how it's going to kill it. And then about a year later, no, I think that same year it wins Game of the Year award and becomes one of the most legendary games to ever be made. It used to. Now you have fans who openly say, now that we think about it, it's not that good. I do like it when something's heralded as one of the greatest things of all time, but then people get more of a critical eye to it and not have rose-colored glasses. Poor voting right there. But meet Lord Jabu-Jabu. Yeah, I don't know who the mom or the dad is, because I doubt it's that guy, those guys, but here we go. Order to enter, it's just this. You get the hint to drop the fish in the note that she sends with feeding. Here we go into Leviathan. And he has Megalodon teeth, by the way, so nice touch on the HD pack. The music in here is not too bad, but I like how they try to mimic a heartbeat, and especially with the guttural noises. Good touch. Bombs are practically useless in this section of the dungeon. I'm going to go back to good old Woody here. Roll with it. And say hello to a bunch of Octo Rocks, and I like to call the belly balloons. So close. There we are. Got the tonsils. I love the noises everything makes in here, like almost like a body horror. Even the footsteps sound like you're walking on wet. I just picture it being hot and humid. Kitty, what are you doing? Give me a second. Elvira, come here, you. Come here. She's been more playful lately. Especially when I started doing anything. Like, if she sees me doing anything else, she either wants on my lap or starts walking around. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Come here, you. Elvira, come on up. Come on. I count my co-pilot here. Usually she shows up for Dune. Guess she likes to make her Zelda runs. Come here, kitty. Her baby girl. She doesn't meow, so... And she also doesn't purr loud. Kind of a weird kitty. Meet Ruto. Yeah. You just want to be up here for a bit? I'm sorry. You're a big old kitty. She also doesn't... Like, she does this weird thing where she doesn't want to be held, doesn't want to be petted, but she'll go through a phase where she just wants to be held for like 5 seconds. There we go. Into the odd little pools. Yeah, that's the microphone, you dummy. She's rubbing her head up against the mic and sniffing it. You guys have been sniffed. Come here, you. Come here. Come here, you. Big old kitty being ornery. What are you doing, you little mistress of the dark? Now I'm being swarmed by 3 kitties here. I got, Come on up, everyone. You guys are being sniffed by 3 other kitties here. Elvira sniffing you, Misty, and Vampira. And all of them are right by my neck trying to get hugged. Don't let the water overflow or she'll disappear. Bye, Elvira. I guess she did her sniffing and then left. Now I just got Vampira. And yeah, you can throw the princess up there for some extra childhood trauma. Looks like a charm. I like how it makes a metallic clink if you hit it. And there is a business Deku shrub on the other side of there if you guys are doing randomizers. So if you're doing the shop sanity, give her a look. You might be holding Deku nuts. You might be holding the strength upgrade you've been looking for. You also might be holding the mirror shield. There we go. We made ourselves our way back. What are you two doing? Come here, lonely kitty. Now they're playing with one another. Come here, you. Here comes a section I love and hate. Because I like how it's phrased that Jabu-Jabu is sick. And I really do like the idea of like battling these infectious parasitic worms within him. I also like how the hallway looks. The HD isn't too bad. No, that's a pop filter. Alright, let's go on in. Only got 3 Deku nuts. Got it. You can usually throw Deku nuts on the ground, walk over them to pop them out if you guys don't know. Have your shield up. And we got our chest. Now everybody's grooming me. Elvira's grooming my forearm. Misty's grooming my nose. And Vampira is... Oh, Boomerang, by the way. Also, one of my favorite iterations of the Boomerang. Like, it no longer just stuns enemies. It actually has a pickup. But more importantly, it really does feel like it matters. Hey, what are you doing, crazy kitty? And once again, yes, I do like the color green. Alright, let's split. I hate these things right here. I'm always bound to hit one of them. Grab the extra seeds. The blue switches, you gotta leave her on there. You'll get some sass later, but for the better. There we go. And here comes this. There we go, holy hell. You really don't need any of this because it ends up just being maps and compasses. I already know my way around this dungeon enough. Here you'll get some sass for leaving her behind. Never mind that shit, pick her up. Skedaddle on to the next tumor. What are you doing, kitty? You got a timer in here. Now this is where the 3 Deku nuts would actually come in handy here. Just... right there. Done and done. In fact, I don't even know why I came into this room. I hate when I do that. I think I do these things out of just pure habit of always doing it. Here we go. Now we got the blue one, so now you know it means business, which I do like the aesthetic of that better. You guys hear anything rubbing up against you, that's just a virus nipping the microphone again. A real curious kitty. Come here, you. A little head scratch. There you go. There you go. I pet her, she licks me. It's a never-ending vicious cycle. Now on to the final one that kills the tumor outside. I think you do have to kill all the jellies in here. I can't remember what's her name again. Oh, right. Never fuck this up here. One. Two. See if I can get it on a flip. 3. We're out of here. And we're gone. See you guys later. You're pushing the microphone too far. Sorry, everybody. I didn't realize she was pushing it that far away. Come here, you. You're a mischief maker. Let me move you over here. You be with Vampira. Sorry about that. I had no idea she was pushing it that far away. I was too busy having fun with this and playing with her. Now that this is gone, here comes probably one of the... I wouldn't say one of the worst mid-bosses, but... eh. It looks really good. Alright, here we go. Simply just approach the platform. And here we are. Kinda takes luck with him. Yep, one hit. Thought it would be two. I guess it's one. Done and done. That platform lowers. We're on our way up. And now we're in somewhat of the final parts of this dungeon. With all said and done, it's nowhere near the hardest dungeon, it's just a lot of loop-de-loops. I hate this section with a fucking passion. Oh, I wanted to jump down. I have no idea what the hell these things are. I just picture them like, if they were in the normal stomach, maybe like a gizzard of some sort. Very slippery, by the way. And we're past it. Now all we need is... I also like to thank you for putting these two boxes here. I kind of like how they just like blatantly put two boxes there for like effect. I love the Master Quest look at this dungeon. You got cow heads and other things in here, tufts of grass. Like he's actually out eating things. How he got the cow, I don't know. Well, Betsy took a wrong turn at the lake and got or at the water hole and got Lake Placid. This always felt cheap to me. Like I don't like it. Like they want to hammer home that you're going to use a boomerang in this dungeon. And here we are, one of my most hated dungeons. Myra, what are you doing? She's back. Hopefully it'll be a good kitty. But here we are. I'm kind of glad that they didn't go with the Link to the Past boss. But this one is just... like, I like the idea of it being like this giant, ever-branching, like, parasite that looks like a heart. At the same time, God, do I hate the face of this battle. And this is where they start hitting bioelectric anemia, bear name, which I think is Japanese for a jellyfish tornado, or something of the sort. Get mobile. Get away from there because prowl. I like how they feed one another there. Oh, you're gonna... yep, I knew it. Oh, it's like a shit. Fuck. Damn. Can't talk. Got him. Sucker, just gonna go in for it. There we are, second phase. He's mobile now. Throwing the boomerang. You'll eventually get through. And there's fairies in those bottles, maybe hearts, I can't remember. I'm gonna get rid of these guys just to save my head. There you are, exposing itself on the underbelly. Why the hell are you freezing up? That was a waste. If you guys want to know another little kind of trick, if you just let them, when you paralyze them, but if you paralyze them, let him hit you, and it'll immediately draw him back up. So if you're looking to kind of get this fight over with and have the health to spare, you kind of got to do it. I don't think the shield would block it. Also, how like he's still dripping slime. Got him. I love his death animation the most, how he just starts kind of bloating up and exploding. I just don't like the sound effect at the end. But we did it. Alright, let's do this. I like how they put the lines in this one to make it look more cut, more polished. Alright, we're out of here. There's another fairy fountain over there. What is it? Fiora's Wind? I hardly ever use it. I think it's, yeah. You got Din's Fire by the Princess, which I need to go get for the Shadow Temple. Then you got, Fiora's, or not, yeah. How do you say it? Fiora's Wind, which I know a lot of people use, but that's probably one of the least used items I've done in really any Zelda. Nope, I'm good. Time to leave. Yeah, you're not rope-a-doping me into that shit again. There's a heart tank back there, just light all the torches around here. Now, usually instead of just like doing the whole rigmarole, I actually like doing this better. It probably does take longer. Here's that shield, by the way. I don't think that's a, just probably a glitch. Talk to him. By the way, that grave right there, pull it back, and there's a few beaten business scrubs in there. Those are doing shop sanity. Yeah, come on, holy hell. I don't need to see it every time. And here we go. Get him, horsey. Thank God Ganon has no peripheral vision. I like how it kind of dims the light around it. We're used to in the old game, now it just brightens. Spoke too soon on that one. Hey, Vampiro. Is it your turn to be on my lap? And just like that, done and done. I already think everybody knows you can come up here to get these red rupees. I think there's 2 on each side. You can wait for the drawbridge or do some side hopping. After concurring some brain damage. I think it's at night, but you can't go behind the alleyway and find the wounded soldier who does die. So technically speaking, you have your first confirmed death. I think I have the happy mask turned on where I don't have to do their side quests. I think I get a little speed boost. Nope. Thought I had that for the randomizer. I'm glad it's off. And on to Temple of Time. And I just realized something. I screwed up. All of this, and I forgot to pick up the Ocarina of Time. Got ahead of myself there. I do that often. That's why I don't think I'd ever make a good speedrunner. Because my memory is shot. Here we are. Let's grab it. Come on, Link. Now we learn the Song of Time. There we go. Now we can go to the Temple of Time. There we are. Come here, you. I got one kitty playing with the, oh, vampire, I should say. Playing with the joysticks right now. What are you doing? I really do like this theme. Probably one of my favorites in the whole game. And here we go. And there it is. The Blade of Evil's Ban, I believe it's called. And here we go with the cutscene. Oh no. Ugh. Generic 101, letting the kid do all the work. I kind of wasn't surprised at this, because a lot of the promotion showed adult Link. Sorry, didn't mean to put the S on there. So this one, eh. And I don't like what the little Deku tree seed, or whatever the hell you want to call him, says about revealing that you're not actually a Kokiri, or Hylian, which, no shit. Who dressed me? I'm kind of curious who dressed me while I was in here. Who fetched the boots and gauntlets? Yeah, there we go. The first medallion you get. Those textures look really good, by the way. Ah, here we go. Now, technically speaking, I should be walking like a newborn deer after 7 years. But we get to meet everybody's third favorite waifu, depending on who you talk to. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't suspect Zelda. I still like the Master Sword from Link to the Past. I like its look better. And I'll be calling it there for now. I gotta say, I didn't really plan on doing Jabu-Jabu's belly, but I kind of was having too much fun with everything. I am sorry that Elvira bumped the microphone away because I was having too much fun and wasn't paying attention. Sorry, everybody. Like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the flip. Take care. Have a good day.